The Rod of Iron Ministries is surprisingly not a porno. It's an actual church that worships MAGA and assault weapons. Let me give you more details about this. So a pro-Trump religious sect that embraces AR-15s in ceremonies, the Rod of Iron Ministries, also known as the World of Peace and Unification Sanctuary, is run by Pastor Hyung Jin Moon, a conspiracy theorist who proclaims that his followers are at war with the deep state. Okay, so they're at war with the deep state. They're also known as the World of Peace and Unification Sanctuary. Okay.
It's an aspirational name. After you win, you get that.
Did they not maybe hesitate a little bit with the other name that they go by, the Rod of Iron Ministries?
It's catchy. I'd wear that t-shirt. Like if you're gonna go to war with the deep state, bring a rod of iron. That's what I say.
So
it's like, I don't know if it's self-parody, if it's supposed to be a wink and a nod.
I don't know.
They're crazy. They're crazy people, fundamentally, in multiple different demonstrable aspects in this particular story.
There are some concerning aspects to this. So first off, this is happening in partnership with his brother's gun company. So it seems like this is an effort to sell guns for his brother's company. The two groups hosted their annual Freedom Festival, a 3-day event celebrating freedom, faith, and family. But that's not all they were celebrating. There also are presentations from certified NRA instructors, an AR-15 giveaway, and gun raffles and auctions with seminars on the Second Amendment and gun ownership, more guns, less crime, and the state of firearm-related legal battles across the United States. So they consider themselves a religious sect. I would like to understand whether they're tax exempt. Because this is not a church. This is not really a church.
I don't know. I love most of what they're doing. I love especially that they're doing seminars on the Second Amendment. Like it's a seminar on something that's like 12.5 words and they ignore half of them. It should be a brief seminar, honestly. Like you're only covering like 6 words at that point.
Right.
Yeah, look, again, it's crazy. And in a context where more and more elected Republicans as well as regular Republican voters are like out and out just supportive of political violence and overthrowing the US government, having a religion that's explicitly about worshiping on the one hand a gun and on the other hand a politician is scary. On the other hand, they're more honest than a lot of churches. There are churches that are perfectly fine and non-political, but there are others that they're just as political, just as biased, and in support of the same things as these. They're being honest about it. Like you can't get sort of tricked into supporting this stuff as a part of being a part of the church. It's right there in the name.
You know, it's interesting because I just remembered overhearing a conversation at the airport in Florida. This was the Fort Lauderdale airport, and there was a group of people in line behind me as I was waiting for a bagel.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and they were talking about prosperity preachers who obviously scam their own parishioners out of their hard-earned money so they can buy multiple jets. And they were actually outraged at the negative media coverage of those preachers. Like, oh, they want these religious leaders to be poor and suffering. And no, they don't need jets. They don't need, like Kenneth Copeland doesn't need his own personal airport where he can park his multiple jets. You know what I mean? Like there's a spectrum, right? Like there's a spectrum, right?
Yeah.
There's like poverty, suffering, living on the streets, and then there's what Kenneth Copeland is doing, which is excess. It's conning people,
it's
robbing people. Yeah, I mean it's just.
Yeah, to be clear, I do want him to be poor. I'm what they say I am, actually.
All right,
suffering is fine. I don't wish suffering on anyone, but I want him individually to be poor. Nobody else. He'll be the only poor person in America.
He's a bad dude. He's
Yeah.
a bad hombre. All right, well, let's take a quick look at this fun photo of these people who are doing their thing. And then finally, here's the part that actually does concern me.
Wait, hold on. You're just gonna roll right past the bullet crown?
Oh, I didn't even notice it, to be honest.
Like the full metal crown?
It's very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they look badass.
imagine worshiping guns that much. Like I
think they're cool, but I don't worship them. I don't.
Yeah, like I'm not.
I know I'm a weird lefty in that I'm like I kind of like guns or whatever, but I also think they should be regulated way more.
I think they should be regulated. I don't think they should be banned. I think they should be regulated. I've been clear on my stance, so it's not like I'm one of these like extremists and wanting to do away with guns. But at the same time, like I don't understand the weird love affair / obsession with guns. Like the things that I love the most, I'm not that obsessive about.
I get it. Like I've said before. I think it's just another version of when I was a kid, I had a couple swords. I had a replica of one of the swords from Middle Earth. I wish I could fight an orc, but I can't. And I've accepted that, but a lot of Americans haven't. And they still wanna be Rambo.
I guess
they wanna be Die Hard. They wanna be all those things and they can't move on. I'm never gonna have a wand that does the magics.
And look,
but they can't accept that.
That's fine, except they have like imaginary enemies, right? And so here's the part that concerns me. They just purchased a 130-acre plot of land in Tennessee, and they're using it as a holy retreat and training center. Why? Moon said in a recent online sermon that the Tennessee property had triggered a spiritual download in him. Jesus Christ.
That sounds dirty.
Many busloads of people are going to come to pray there, Moon said, and do ancestor liberation there. He added he planned to build a divinity school, elementary school, and MAGA politician incubator on the property. All right, well, I'm sure a lot of great things will come out of that.
That is like almost exactly the plot of Far Cry 5, the video game. The little compound he's setting up.
I was thinking the same thing.
You were?
Yeah.
Did you play 6 yet? Anyway.
I don't know what any of that is.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.